Okay, welcome back, everybody. So we're just going to have a quick talk from Google by the representative Tingnan Zhang.
Thank you, Edward. Can people hear me? All right. So today, can I have the slides showing up there on the big screen there? No? Okay, here we go. Thank you. Thanks, Edward, for the introduction. So today, I'm going to talk on behalf of the robotics team and Google, who we are, what we're doing, what's our mission, and I'll give you some intro ideas about the cool research we're doing over there. All right, so who we are. We are a team about like 70 engineers and researchers with very diverse background from all over the world. And our mission at the robotics team is to make the robots useful in the real world through machine learning. All right, so what do we mean by that, right? If you look at today's robots, they're generally highly expensive. They're highly being constrained to specialized tasks. For example, you have the industrial robots at the lower left corner. They can only do one thing. They can do it very well, but they don't generalize to any other tasks. And we also recently have been seeing the trend of the autonomous vehicles, right? They can do much better in terms of the environment they're dealing with, but still, they are more geared towards specialized tasks. And at Robotics Google there, we're more interested to see if our robots can adapt to various environments and perform lots of different types of tasks. So what do I mean by that? All right, so for example here, there are lots of different tasks that can vary from various levels of complexity and difficulty and intelligence, right? There are some immediately useful tasks, for example, in the micro-fulfillment center where the robots is more constrained, but it has industrial value immediately. But also on the lower left, you can see there are some more open-ended questions, including if the robots can follow a human instructions, like with semantic informations. And given that, I'm going to give you a little bit more overview of the teams and the tasks and the research directions we have in the robotics team. So we have a mission team. Their main research focus is to use a visual motor control to solve various different levels of manipulation tasks. And some of the tasks, some of our research work you probably have already been seeing here in Coral. That includes in this kind of MT-opt, which they can use a single setting, train the manipulator to solve various different kind of tasks and skills, including, for example, follow the semantic instruction, like put that thing into the cup, etc. And since in order to be our approach to be scalable, we are a firm believer of data, right? We collect a lot of data in a scalable way, and we store them and we use them for pre-training as well as for online fine-tuning. So, and we have the infrastructure there to collect data. For example, we can collect data from remote operation, and also we can use the human demonstrations. And with those demonstrated data, we're able to solve complex tasks, for example, this kitting task, which happens in the manufacturing. And it's really difficult for machine to infer and understand what's happening there. So far I talked about the manipulation tasks that are mostly in the more static environments. And of course, in the real world, there's a different side of a manipulation task that are highly dynamic, where the timing matters a lot, right? With demonstration data as well as self-play data, our robots actually is able to play the ping pong game as being shown here. So, in order for the robots to be useful in the real world, they not only should be able to perform a manipulation task in one place, but also it'll be very useful for them to move around. So such that, for example, I want my robot to come and pick up the package from my door, or bring me a cup of drink from a refrigerator. That means we need robots to be able to safely and autonomously navigate in human-centered environments. And that also requires them to be able to interact with humans in a very social way. Last but not least, we're also interested in the outdoor environments, because humans not only live inside the home, but they also occupy a much larger area outside our home and office areas. And the locomotion platform are one such promising platforms for us to tackle these outdoor movement challenges over there. And because of their biological relevance, they are also the knowledge that we gain from these locomotion platforms may also potentially apply to humans to assist the humans in their day-to-day working. So we as a team, we're actually very valuable about our research and collaboration with external collaborators. For example, for all the faculties and universities, we have many programs for them, including some research grants as well as visiting scholarship programs. And for students, we are also always welcome. There are lots of fundings, scholarships, etc. But more importantly, we're also hiring. So if you're a student and you're interested in learning more about the research, you can come and talk with me. Thank you.